Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, tonight I'm going to do my first real review. Be patient with me. This is my first review, so I'm kind of learning as I go. The one thing I can tell you is the video quality is not going to be great. I know about that. And that's something I plan to get corrected as I move forward. But let's go ahead and get to this little guy tonight. This is the Beyond EDC Thwaak. Okay. It is a 14C 28N blade. Nice fuller, finger groove, reverse tanto. We've got micarta handles, kind of a green micarta. I don't know how well that's coming through in the video. Got kind of a contour design in it there. They are really smooth for micarta. This is one of the smoothest micartas I've ever felt. So whether you like that or dislike it, that's kind of where it's at. Does have a flipper tab, and of course this fuller deployment. That's better for me. I like that. I can get that finger groove, but it sits kind of high, and I don't get the best reflex off of it. Down low on that finger fuller there, I get it. The flipper tab works really well as well. So you can get all that. Does have a reversible pocket clip and a lanyard hole. Pocket clip, of course, on all these budget knives isn't the best. It would be better if it were inset. At least the screws are flush with the back of the bracket there. They're not sticking up. Nothing else really impressive. The pivot collar's kind of pedestrian. Nothing to see there. A few standoffs. Okay. It's not the biggest knife in the world, but it's not super small. See right there. We got about 2 3/4 inch in cutting edge, and the whole knife is just a shade under 7 inches. I do have some size comparisons here for you. Everyone's favorite, of course, is the QSP Penguin. Blade shapes are actually a little similar. This guy's got kind of a curved belly on him, but either way, real similar in size. Much better micarta here. That's much grippier though. The Ontario Rat, this beast of a knife for taking down small villages or whatever you have to do. As you can see, of course, the Rat is much, much larger. This is the Kaiser Swayback. This one's just a little bit smaller, but it's a much shorter knife. And last but not least, the Civivi Odium, which is a considerably smaller knife. Line that up a little bit better for you. There we go. So that gives you an idea of the size. Once again, it's not the biggest knife on earth, and I think they'll do really well if they make a bigger version of this, kind of get in there and compete with like the CJRB Crag and maybe even the Kaiser Sheepdog. Okay, the action is really smooth. Hard to beat that. I don't know much about Beyond EDC as a company. I have one other knife by them, and I'll do a review on that one too. It's a lot more exotic than this particular knife. This isn't a more mainstream knife, than the other one I have. But I will say this guy's like $60. I was only able to find him on Knife Center right now. It does have a nice, comfortable handle. You can get a nice grip on it. I can get a nice grip on it. I'll say this in every video I do. I have a wide hand from here to here, but I do have shorter fingers. So that's kind of how this thing fits in my hand. It's not uncomfortable. It's not the most comfortable. I don't feel any hot spots. I can get a good grip. There is some jimping here, which honestly sits too low to really use. You can get behind it like this if you need to get down. It does have just a little bit of a belly on it, so it ought to work really nice for those kind of cuts. Nice stabby tip if that's what you need. Overall, I think the quality's good. I would love to know who OEMs these, so if you know, please tell me. Um, I I didn't research it too much, so other than that pocket clip not being great, and maybe the size of it, like I said, if you like these big honking pocket swords, you're probably not gonna love this guy. But if you like that blade shape, you like the micarta, you don't mind that it's a little bit smooth. It's not terrible, but it is a little bit smooth. The access to the liner lock is okay. It's not the best, but it's certainly nothing to gripe about. I can get to it. Um, those are kind of the pros and cons of the knife. Moving forward, I'm always going to be real careful about recommending or not recommending a knife. But I'll just say this, if you're okay with the size of it and you like this blade shape, I don't think you'll be disappointed in the quality at all. And honestly, for the price versus materials, I think it's super competitive. So if you like that one, go check them out at Beyond EDC. They have several other knives. Most of them are, they have a lot of them in the $60 to $70 price range. They have a few under that, and they do have a few more premium knives, which I haven't put my hands on any other premium knives. So if you have, I would also like to hear how that experience went. Always interested in knowing how the budget companies kind of scale up into more premium knives. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you guys for your time. Have a good one.